Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw. I'm here with Pedro Colaso, who is CEO of Great Hotels of the World. And if you don't know that group yet, you will soon, and we're going to find out all about it on Insider Travel Report. Now, Pedro, I have actually heard of Great Hotels of the World, but why don't you tell us a little bit about it and what it exactly does?
Great Hotels of the World is a consortium, a marketing consortium of independent hotels. It's been around since 2004, and Guest-Centric, which is a tech company that helps hotels compete online, just recently bought Great Hotels of the World, now in 2018, and we're relaunching the brand in the U.S. so that we can, have great U.S. people stay at our hotels.
Yeah. Now, how many hotels do you have in the collection now?
We have about 60 hotels in the collection, mostly in Western Europe. They're sort of on the bigger side. They cater to the leisure traveler, which is sort of an up-and-coming trend because our hotels are typically 200 rooms or above. They have great business facilities, great meetings facilities, but they also have a fun element to them. They always have something special. They may have, a great rooftop bar or a golf course nearby or a spa. So we really want to cater to the people that have to travel on business and actually, have facilities that they need, but then also want to stay an extra couple of days to enjoy the destination.
Well, actually, I was surprised that you actually have Atlantis in Dubai as one of your members, and that's a huge kind of, I think of it as a resort destination, but also a big meetings place, right?
Yes. So one of our, the traditionally Great Hotels of the World has been a MICE collection with lots of hotels with MICE facilities. We also have a lot of corporate negotiated rates, so we work with some of the big corporates, and we want to now extend the collection to also include this leisure element to it.
Now, when you're talking about Great Hotels of the World, what are you looking at? How are you looking to grow? You have a target in mind, and also what kind of hotel are you looking for?
We have about 60 members right now, and we want to grow to 100 members by 2020. We want to grow, for instance, in the U.S. because we have demand for stays in the U.S. We also are growing in secondary markets in Europe because what we're seeing is that a lot of the people have done the Londons, the Parises, and they're now have done the Dublins and the Lisbons, and they're looking now for other destinations, and we're expanding the brand into those because one of the things that I think we will never be a big collection with thousands of hotels. That's not the objective. We want to have very unique hotels, very special hotels that give great service to people, but also provide them with great experiences.
Now, obviously there are a number of hotel rep companies and groups like yours out there. We know the big ones. What's the difference that you offer to hotels?
I think the big difference is that they're going to get a much more personalized treatment for us. We are a small company catering to individual properties. We want to really bring out the uniqueness about the properties, and we're able to do that because we create really great relationships with them. Having the guest-centric background, we also bring a high-tech element to it. So we sort of say it's high-tech meets high-touch, right? So they get great tech through the guest-centric element, and they get a great team that's going to cater to their needs. To some extent, what we want is people to be able to preserve their identities, but be able to compete online, because we know that being independent is hard. Reaching, to travel management companies, reaching the travel agents is difficult. So we give them some aggregating buying power and visibility with the people that actually book the travel, which are the travel agents.
Now, you're headquartered in Lisbon, but you're pretty much all over the place. I know you have San Diego offices and even an office here in New York.
Yes. So we have we're a small company, but we are a global company in the sense. So my business partner is in San Diego. I'm here in New York. We have a big office in Lisbon. We have an office in Zurich. We have an office in Madrid. We have an office in London. So we're also expanding, also in Europe. We're opening up offices in Germany, potentially in Italy and in the Benelux. So there's a big plan of expansion here, but really the objective is twofold. One, to give better service to our members, and the second thing is to be closer to the buyers, which are really who generates the demand for our members.
Now, we go out to about 90,000 travel advisors and all different kinds, luxury buyers, meetings planners, things like that. How would you suggest that travel advisors work with you?
I think they should contact us, to be very honest. We are very nimble and we're very agile. So if they want to know more about our properties, certainly they should get in touch with us. If they want to book our properties, they can book through the GDS code. So there's many ways to work with us. If they're trying to organize something special, we have a groups desk, we have a corporate desk. If they have some corporates that want to load some corporate rates on our GDS. So we're here and we're available and we want to do business.
Anything else you want to get out to the market for our travel advisors?
Ultimately, we want to approach the U.S. market in a very proactive way. So we're looking for hotel members on one hand, because we do believe that there are lots of groups coming from Europe into the U.S., but also that there's a big U.S. domestic market that we can capitalize on. But we also want to make sure that with the strong dollar and the cheaper flights into Europe, that we can send more people into Western Europe and give them different experiences than just staying in the U.S. And that's, I think, Great Hotels of the World can be a brand that helps you do that.
Well, Pedro, thank you very much for taking the time to fill us in on Great Hotels of the World, another great option for your customers, and contact Great Hotels of the World to find out more. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.